A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also. I do not support corruption. Corruption takes money away from children's education. It deprives hospitals of basic necessities. It means that roads are not fixed. Corruption deepens inequality. It siphons off taxpayers' money to make a few cronies richer with the political connections instead of benefiting the people. This government has been doing everything it can to weaken and undermine the Integrity Commission, which is an institution that I designed as Minister of Justice and brought the legislation to Parliament to fight corruption in this country. I have said it before and I will tell you again. Jamaica cannot move forward without a government built on integrity that embraces principles of good governance in this country.
Businessman Exp0se Edmund Bartlett of his corruption. And when I say businessman, I don't mean a PNP businessman, but a Labourite businessman. Exp0se Edmund Bartlett exposes corruption and him deal with Edmund Bartlett away. And me I talk about Mr. Sanders, right hand man. Yes, people, I want to know say Mr. Sanders is actually a Labourite that always finance the Jamaican Labour Party people. So this man know Edmund Bartlett like him and back and him and middle. But according to this businessman, Edmund Bartlett give him a piece of fight after coming out of 5 years worth of depression. Not just that, but a dieted Labourite expose the Jamaican Labour Party, and the man said him regret ever voting for Labourite because no matter what happened, Labourite turn them back upon him. So people, if you don't realize what is going on right now, people are coming out and they're speaking out against the corruption that is going on inside of this country, because a lot of people still don't realize it. What is going on is that this government is only for one side of people. The people them who choose the rich, the uptown, the upscale people them. Like me, we can always go to hell. Him no business with we. But bless up to my viewers and my subscribers them. May hope everybody having a blessed and a wonderful evening. Now my viewers and my subscribers, remember, in everything you do, always put God first. In every and any situation, just always remember to call upon God. Always remember to pray, because a prayer day keep the devil away. Now my viewers and my subscribers, we have a lot coming up inside this update, so you definitely need to watch it until the end. Alright, leave a like on this video, subscribe, we soon come. So welcome back to my viewers and my subscribers them. Big up to all of my viewers, big up to all of my subscribers them. We continually support the channel and help the channel to grow. Now, remember to leave a like on this video. Remember to give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you're a new viewer's first time on my channel, then please subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notification bell, so whenever we drop new content, you will be first to be notified. Share the content with a friend, a family, a loved one. Share it on your social media platform. Now, my viewers and my subscribers, let us start off the report. Jamaica are now taking it to the street to protest against the nastiness that they want to teach to our children in school. Yes, my people. Jamaica finally and wake up now and realize what really happened and realize say what we are say is no lie and are the truth. The truth finally have come out and the people them start go out there, go protest against this thing that the government about to teach to our children in school. So people, check out this video.
It's Friday, June 28th, 2024. And we are on Knutsford Boulevard near one of the offices of the Ministry of Health and Wellness. And we are here with several other well-thinking Jamaican citizens who are concerned for the welfare and safety of our children. We are deeply alarmed at yet another attempt by foreign money to use local agents to indoctrinate our children with lies, to groom them, and to make them pedophile, to make them vulnerable to pedophiles, to perverts, and to deviancy. You would have heard in the news recently about a youth chat box on social media accessible to children and teens and young adults. It's being hosted by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the National Family Planning Board. And what was that supposed to be? It's supposed to offer information to children who wanted knowledge about sex and sexuality and to point them to counseling. But when you go onto the chatbots, and we have been onto the chatbots, it's telling children lies. It's giving them perverted information that you can be male, female, and other, that non-binary is not fixed in biology. And that if you're confused about your identity, you could go to JFLAG, that's the local lesbian transgender organization. Parents did not give their consent. Parents were not aware about this, but this is available to children in Jamaica, freely accessible. But this needs to stop. This is not the first time, but it needs to stop. Here is a list of some of the exposed efforts by foreign money using local agents to target our children, the most vulnerable in our nation, with pervert lies, to groom them to deviancy. You'll remember the offensive modules in the HFNLE curriculum in 2012. You remember that unauthorized sex education program in the children's homes in 2014. You remember that offensive curriculum in the places of safety. You see where it is? Children in 2016. Then you remember the complaints that several citizens raised about certain aspects of the Samoa Agreement between the African, Caribbean, Pacific nations and the European Union. That was last year. And here we have now $1 billion from the Canadians for the SAIL program and the youth chatbots, taking foreign money to do what? Target our children, the most vulnerable, with perverse lies. Jamaican people, you need to stand up. We need to hold our politicians accountable. Enough of this licky politicians who will take foreign money, billionaires' money, to make our children exposed to pedophiles and perversity. So we need to stand up, we need to hold them accountable, and we need to let the government and other agents know there are Jamaicans who will not tolerate this evil, diabolical agenda in our island and against our children. So we're out here on Knutsford Boulevard. We're also out on Grenada Way near the main headquarters of the Ministry of Health and Wellness to let them know what they're doing, what they're partnering. It's not health and it's not wellness. And we say, not on our watch in our country. We will stand up to protect our children. So stop being licky and taking foreign money.
Stop being licky and taking foreign money. That is the call to the Prime Minister. That is the call to the Prime Minister. That is the message to the Prime Minister. Stop being licky and taking foreign money to pervert our children, to turn them into something that God don't like. Stop it. The message is clear, Mr. Prime Minister. We know you don't want to hear it because you love the money very much. The money sweet you. And them always tell us, the love of money is the root of all evil. We are fighting for our children. We are fighting for our country. And Mr. Prime Minister, if you love the people of this country, if you love your country, please stop what you are doing. It is not right in the sight of God. Stop what you're doing. The children are innocent. They are innocent. They don't deserve this. Do something better than what you do, man. And that you take your power to do with it. And that you take power to do with it. Do something better than what you're doing. And for that, we are calling on you to resign. You are not fit to be in office. We are calling on you to resign. And everyone that is following behind you, that don't know no better, we can't tell you the truth, they should resign as well. We are calling on the Prime Minister of Jamaica to resign. Leave us alone. We are tired of you. Please step down. The people of Jamaica are so tired of you, sir. Now, I am going to play a video where this man continually get hit by the hurricane, but I've never get help from his own party. His own party. I've never helped him before. Now, I want you to listen keenly what this man had to say to the Prime Minister.
Divine.
Yeah, Mr. Fisherman.
Have you experienced any setbacks?
A 4 storm I go through and I get $1 out of one of them. And lose 3 shops on the beach.
Nobody has ever helped
And
you?
nobody never helped me. That's why I have to go to PMP. I tell them plain and straight. I have to go to PMP because Labourite now have me. After 1972, I go to Labourite. And lose my shop, lose my net, lose my boat time.
You voted for Kurt Wall?
I did vote for him this time.
Oh.
Because I died to Labourite.
Okay.
Mr. Van, I tell her a lie.
Yes.
But this time I come like me, I'm going to change for them. Because it don't make sense. Voting every day if you're coming up a party where you're not getting nothing.
Yes.
What do you say about that?
Well, I think the citizens have to be
Yeah.
together.
Together, yeah, because right now, we're not bothered there, no, so we're not bothered there. I'm PMP here, and this of live as a Labourite. Nobody no violate me, nor do me nothing after war or nothing. But because they know me, I die after Labourite. But this time, I don't die to can't work because I die, you're not getting nothing. What makes sense you have a vote for?
Well, all they vote for Jamaican Labour Party. You vote for sufferation because me and you know the truth that whenever this party is in power, poor people feel it. Poor people pocket burn them because they pressure the poor more than all them pressure anybody else. Them use us, milk us, rob us, and make sure so when they're done with we turn papa. And then when you finally realize what is really taking place, when you finally wake up and see what they do to we, it is too late. When you forget to bounce back now and go back on the 2 foot them, it take years for that come. And whenever you reach back on the foot, you go back and vote for them same way. And then put you back down to poverty, to papa. I don't have to take a time to build back on yourself. That is why Jamaica are now in the state that we are in. Because we always play stupid. We always play foolish. We always play diarted. Even though we know that one of these parties are for the rich and one are for the poor. One are more to help the poor and one are more to uplift the rich and make them get richer. So we, the people, need to wake up and stop being stupid. Stop from being stupid. Now look at this man that used to be some farmer manager at Sanders.
Yeah, some people think I'm being tough on Mr. Bartlett.
Want any juice, my boss?
No,
I
sir.
got a beetroot.
I'm okay. Thank you very much.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
No problem. Have a good
Yeah, man. Nice hustling.
Nice.
All right.
Good.
Make sure you're courteous to the tourists, you know.
I always.
Excellent.
Always.
Excellent. The Hip Strip, full of vibes, full of beautiful facilities, full of very nice, helpful, courteous hustlers like that one, right? And full of danger after dark. A lot of people think I am too rough on Mr. Bartlett. I am not, you know. Mr. Bartlett deserves everything that I've said about him. And none of it is a lie. I remember when he was in opposition, when he was driving a second or third or fourth hand car, and he was just an ordinary citizen before he started wearing fancy Clark and Armani suits and jet setting around the world. He was in opposition, didn't know much about tourism, and when I was president, he asked me a few times about stuff to do with tourism. I wasn't reluctant, he probably won't remember, to share everything I knew with him. I went through a lot. And I'm coming back out of a 5.5-year depression. I decided to relaunch my company, Peterkin Hospitality Services. And I said, you know what? I've invited all these big shots. About maybe 25, 30 people all told. And if Bartlett came as the Minister of Tourism, all of them would show up. I wrote to Mr. Bartlett, I called him, I emailed him, I sent at least 30, yeah, man. I sent him at least 30, 40 emails. Not 30, 13, 14 emails. He never responded. I know that they opened the emails between himself, his secretary, and his permanent secretary. I know that they opened it because I have a feature on my my email which tells when somebody opens. He never responded, not even the courtesy of acknowledging the email. Okay, so I said, all right, Bartlett isn't about to help me. I don't know why, but I think I know why, because when I fell out with Butch Stewart, he fell out with me too. He stopped talking to me because, like so many other Montegonians, they didn't want to be seen with anybody perceived to be an enemy of Butch Stewart, because they still wanted to be, what you call it now, invited to his private island parties, stuff like that. Okay? So I said, okay, let me go to the next best, which is the director of tourism, Donovan White. Donovan White was delighted, he said, to be my guest speaker. Definitely I'm coming, Mr. Peterkin, because you don't know what you did for me. When I just came to Montego Bay, I didn't know a damn thing about the place or about tourism. I don't remember this at all. And you were very, very helpful. So this is my turn to repay you. About 2 days before the event, my sister, Polly Reed, married to Dr. Reed, a terrific orthodontist. She sent me a thing saying, boy, you think you're going to get all of these big shots. You're not even going to get your guest speaker. And I said, maybe she knows something I don't know. So I picked up the phone and I called Donovan White. Normally he would take my call on the first or second ring. He never did. Never did answer. And I could see the 2 ticks that he received. Well, I sent him messages too. But I called him, didn't answer, sent him messages. I saw that he read the thing. Never responded. He never came to the event, never apologized, right? Never apologized at all, which I think was very rude. I found out later on that Bartlett found out that he was going to fill in for him, Bartlett, and stopped him from coming, and didn't have the decency to say anything to me. So I don't care about Bartlett's feelings right now, because my feelings were very hurt. You know who rescued the day for me? Godfrey Dyer. Godfrey Dyer was one of the big shots that came to the event, and he filled in as a guest speaker, and he did a marvelous job because he knew everything practically about me. I was his vice president when he was president, and so on and so on. He did a terrific job, at least maybe better than the other 2 would have done. Okay? Now, since I went up to Hopetown, where I have the 75-acre family property, and I've been developing, I didn't start out developing an attraction. I was just fixing up the place, planting fruit trees and stuff like that. I planted lots of fruit trees and lots of lumber trees, about 400, because the government was giving away 3 million lumber trees. And I took about 400 of them and planted them all over the place, right? Then I decided to do this attraction up there, right? So one day, Bartlett posted something on my page, some award or something that he won, and I congratulated him and told him that I thought he was a terrific Minister of Tourism. Of course, he loves that, right? And he thanked me very much, and then announced on paper that he was coming to see my attraction to see exactly what was being developed and to encourage me and so on. I felt very good about that. He never, ever, ever showed up. And some people that he's close to in the village actually told me that, oh, it's Peter Kina idiot, me now go to his place. More than once from different people, so they could not be lying, right? Now, am I supposed to just take all of this abuse? I mean, two can play the same game, except unlike Bartlett, I'm very upfront. I'm not going to hide anything. What I'm going to say behind his back, I will tell him to his face. Unlike him, and so many other people that will do stuff on the hand, not Horace Peterkin, right? So that is a problem between myself and Bartlett. It's been very unhelpful. Now, if I were the Minister of Tourism and somebody is developing something that could be a fantastic addition to the tourism product and also a help to the citizens in his constituency, I would go and see what is going on, encourage the person.
No, as a big man, me know say, over the years, but maybe because you ain't up in time there, you did have like something and them could have get you for use you. Then they did have you close. But after that, you start going through your little phase, you start going through your depression. Man, no, so you realize that these people are not for you. Because once you fall off, them not have nothing to do with you. They come like a record label. If nothing not going for you, them not business with you. They not going to sign you. But once you're hot, them are going to run, come sign you to a long-term deal. Them come like a football. When you hand out contract to a footballer, when the footballer hot, every single big club want that footballer. But once that footballer fall off, nobody no want that footballer again. So this is how the Jamaican layered party stay. When you are down, they don't see you. When you're up in life, you and them a friend. But once you fall off, everything fall. I'ma want people to wake up and realize what is really going on. Because come like say, enough people here clog up and them can't even see. And them not have a mind of their own, so them can't even think for themselves. Then yeah now what good. Them brain now what good. They not no knowledge. They not no wisdom, no understanding. And every day they get up and pray to God for money. For give them big car, big house. But they have never get up one day and ask God forgive them wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So, them lack of knowledge, them lack of wisdom, them lack of understanding. And no matter how people treat them bad, no matter how people throw dirty water in their face, they will never see that because them not no knowledge, no wisdom, no understanding. Them not even have no moral. People, we need to wake up and take back this country from these people because we are the majority and we them a work for and we put them in a power and we have the say. So why make them treat we like we a dog? Come on, man. When Jamaican people are go wake up, me no know, me no know. But listen what me I say now. It seems like America out to have them first Jamaican female president because Biden declared that he will not re-enter the election. You understand what I say? So now, a lot of Jamaica start to celebrate and say, yes, we good over America here now because we are going to vote for this woman. So my time and everything with glitter are gold. Me telling you this. But I'm sure no go on people. So it said, Jamaica community backs Harris for US presidency. United States Vice President Kamala Harris still draws strong support from her father's hometown of Brownstown in Central Jamaica. There is firm belief among some residents in the town that Harris should be the Democrats' party candidate for November 2024 election, and that they believe would ensure that the Democrats beat the Republicans. Now, me not gonna jump in that one because this is foreign politics, but all I can say is that Obama was the first black president, and he was the first to deport the most Jamaican and the most black people in a history. Some have nothing to say, but see the thought and that down below in the comment section, people. Now, back on the Jamaican side, the police them cut down Devil. Yeah, man. The man we call himself Devil, that once pronounced himself dead, make all button for him own self, fake him own a death. The police them finally cut him down. So, him not have to fake him death again, and for all of the people them where did have the button, on finally can wear the button now. Because the police them cut down the devil. Them say him or the devil right hand. So him get the name Devil. Cha-cha. But people, me I go play this video and you can hear what the police them have to say. Remember to leave a like on this video. Give it a thumbs up.
Senior Superintendent of Police, Jamaica Constabulary Force. So we're actually in the West Prospect area in Bogwalk in St. Catherine, where there was an incident earlier today where 2 of our police officers were shot and injured after they carried out an operation. It's a joint police military operation led by the Specialized Operations Branch, where they went in search of a wanted man who has been on the wanted list in the St. Catherine North Division for some time now. He has always been a feature of their top 3 for some time. He was featured also on our Wanted Wednesday page, where we asked him to make himself available to the police. So they carried out the operation this morning, and when they went to the location, they fired at the police. The police officers were injured, but based on the training of the team that went in, they were able to continue the operation. And at the end of the shooting incident, 2 men were found with injuries, and they were later pronounced dead at hospital. Their identity revealed that they were Peter Davis, otherwise called Devil. That's his alias. And he was one of the person. The other person who was identified as Tafari Benjamin was also featured as on the police person of interest list in relation to murder. So in a little while, the Acting Assistant Commissioner will share some more about the history of this individual and how he has impacted the community violently for a long time. So unfortunately, he never allowed himself, or they never allowed themselves to be arrested. And as a result, the police and the military personnel had to put their training into perspective. They had to apply the training to ensure that there were no more injuries. At the moment, the police officers are being treated. One is considered a little more serious than the other, but they are getting the necessary support. I know the Commissioner of Police and the High Command, they have reached out to them and will be reaching out to the family, and they will continue to get the support. But I think what is important is that we just want to remind those persons who are criminal-minded that they should not seek to take on the police or the military in any violent confrontation with lethal weapons, because they are trained to defend themselves and to defend others, and they at all times will put that training into motion. Unfortunately, there are times when we end up with a very unfortunate situation that was not the intended purpose of the operation. So in every instance, we want to ensure that these persons are apprehended and taken before the court, and we want them to give themselves such an opportunity. So Acting ACP Christopher Phillips will share some more about the situation and the mayhem that these individuals have been causing.
A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also. I do not support corruption. Corruption takes money away from children's education. It deprives hospitals of basic necessities. It means that roads are not fixed. Corruption deepens inequality. It siphons off taxpayers' money to make a few cronies richer with the political connections instead of benefiting the people. This government has been doing everything it can to weaken and undermine the Integrity Commission, which is an institution that I designed as Minister of Justice and brought the legislation to Parliament to fight corruption in this country. I have said it before and I will tell you again. Jamaica cannot move forward without a government built on integrity that embraces principles of good governance in this country.